I'm telling you this because if you need some kind of birth control, I can take you to see a doctor. I remember that day in vivid detail, right down to the way the contents of my stomach tasted when they began spewing onto my tonsils. She patted my hand. I choked back acid. She smiled maternally. I regretted eating pizza. So, are you having sex with anyone right now? My very first ulcer. It had only been 2 years since my friend, Sherry Norton, had used one of her father's girly magazines to illustrate, so to speak, just how humans went about reproducing themselves. Up till then, I thought babies came from God. While other girls were being felt up behind the bleachers, I was certain in the knowledge that babies were a gift from heaven when two people got married, just like Mary and Joseph, but without the farm animals. My naivete and lack of curiosity were legendary. My siblings were never bored, as I was a constant source of teasing fun. Hey, Kitty, try this great new candy. It's called X-Lax. Okay. How was my mother not aware of what a late bloomer I was? That all my ideas of love and romance came from Archie comic books. The black-haired girls were not to be trusted, and boys with crown hats were not marriage material. Sex ed studies completed. Because, you know, your Grandma Margaret, my mother continued, completely unaware of the blunt force trauma she was inflicting on me, was quite the party girl. That's why she left Friesland and moved to Amsterdam. She loved the nightlife, the men. She was a flapper, you know. Not Grandma Margaret, my brain screamed. She had a cookie jar shaped like a windmill. She never even married my father. She couldn't. She was still married to my brother's father. Ginger snaps. There were ginger snaps in the windmill cookie jar. Then, after another couple of bad love affairs, she took a job on the Holland America line. She hid me in a berth, and we jumped ship in New York. We were illegals. We learned to stay under the radar. Okay, I said, I do remember when immigration came to our house. You had to go away for a while. Yes, a really nice Japanese man helped me out, she said. He really liked me. Really liked me. Stomach contents are nasty and burn a lot. Then there's your Grandma May. Mom was on a roll. She dated a lot after your grandfather died. Don't listen, I told myself. Grandma May was a saint. She took me to church. She took me to see Ben-Hur in Technicolor. And she had Chiclets gum in her purse. You know, my mother said, using her concerned face, she was very distraught when Johannes left her for that Pan Am stewardess. Oh, God, Uncle Johannes was Grandma May's shack-up? She was shacking up with him? Why did I not put two and two? Well, I was only a kid then. Wait a minute. She had a hologram picture of Jesus in the living room. He was on the cross if you looked at it from one angle, and off the cross and in heaven if you looked at it from the other. She was shacking up with Uncle Johannes, and Jesus was right there. On and off the cross. I don't think she had any more boyfriends after that, said my mother. Well, not serious ones anyway. What was she saying now? That after the Norwegian ran off with the sky slut, Grandma May just went around having casual sex? Was she bringing men home right in front of Jesus on and off the cross? Did they do it on the same sofa I used to sleep on when I stayed there? Maybe when they were done, they would lay there panting and chewing Chiclets gum. I was never getting rid of those images. There really wasn't any reliable birth control, of course, so we all had to have our abortions in Cuba. That's why I want to make sure you take advantage of the pill. Nothing in my life was ever going to be good again, nothing, because sweet old grandmas were not real no matter how many ginger snaps or Jesus on and off the cross pictures they had. I was never going to trust any of them. They were bad women doing bad things when they were just pretending to be nice and good. They were illegal alien, abortion-getting, shacking up wolves in sheep's night dresses. Mom, I'm really not having sex with anyone. I don't need to be on the pill. She looked so disappointed. I was breaking the long line of oversexed women in our family by still being a virgin at 16. You know, your father and I had to get married. It was that one time when we had been to Coney Island, we had a few drinks. Wait! Mom! I'm sorry, I lied to you. I am having sexual intercourse and I would like some pills for that, please. I had a feeling, she said, grinning. I never saw her so proud of me. We got the pills, and I pretended to take them, pretended I had a boyfriend, pretended to have sex. Pretend sex, I would learn later on, is a fairly normal part of married life. My grandmothers had already gone off to join Jesus and that big hologram in the sky years before the talk, and I was glad because I wouldn't have to relate to them on that new level. But now I would give anything to have woman-to-woman talks with them, because oh, how your perspective changes when you have a few decades of experience to lighten you.